Hell, it's Base Trade TV.
Map number 3 is going to be on Circuit Breaker, and spawning in the top right corner of the map is going to be the purple Protoss player, ElBowser.
In the bottom left, as the pink Protoss, it is Jade.
Now, I like Jade's decision there. It was really risky, and I think a lot of it fell on Bowser's reaction to it, but it did bring him back into the series. And that plays on a map that may not have been his pick, but still can play, at least, you know, knowing that it's all or nothing at this point for both players, and he's not just simply down and screwed.
Yeah. Although, you know, is it really just going to be that PvP is mostly Blink Stalker versus mostly Blink Stalker?
I wouldn't be shocked if that ends up being the case, because I mean, even if you just think about, even if you don't know anything about Starbow, the reality is it's still, with any mirror matchup in StarCraft 2, it's going to come down to more units beating less units. But if Blink Stalker is going to be the most mobile and most cost-effective units to go for, it only makes sense that you would want to get as many of them as possible. It's kind of funny too, we see these, the Dragoons being utilized kind of in the same effect of Immortals. Not so much for lots of damage, but more in the sense that they soak the hits a little bit better. I don't know if we're going to see maybe more of those invested in or not, but...
They are half an Immortal.
Yeah, the bottom half of the Immortal, precisely, yeah.
Yeah, get it, okay.
Actually, I guess...
wonder...
Hang on, let's explain that for those who don't know what we're checking
fine.
at. There's no actual Dragoon model in StarCraft 2, guys. So the Starbow creators, they've had to sort of bastardize a lot of units together, or well, parts of units to make new units and whatnot. And the Dragoons in this game are literally the legs of an Immortal with the top chopped off. Like, that is exactly what they are.
Yeah. So they're half an Immortal, so they do half the job of an Immortal.
They don't have the heart and shields, so...
Yeah, there you go. Well, I was just asking because I'm wondering, like, are either player really confident in PvP, or did Jade really not know that you shouldn't get charged first, or something like that? Like, we just don't play Starbow enough, and Starbow's not played enough, honestly, to really be like, okay, you definitely did something wrong.
Well, I would say it's more that we just don't see enough mirror matchups in these like tournament scenes. I'm sure these guys have played plenty of mirror matchups in general, but a lot of the times, as we've stated before, these guys will come into the matchups and they'll be like, I don't want to play a mirror matchup. I'm going to swap to Zerg. I'm going to swap to Terran.
Right, and you always get that choice too. Like, there's no in StarCraft 2, you're forced in whatever matchup they give you in ladder. In Starbow, you go into a custom game, and if it's another Terran player, you're like, okay, I don't want to play TBT, and you can change.
Well, Twilight Council coming up very quickly for both players, so whether it's going to be for that charge or not, or advanced tech. I gotta be honest, I would like to see a Dark Templar come out of this. It's so silly to say, but if both players are going to go for the same tech path, one thing's for certain, that's it lacks detection. You can't make observers as easily as you can in regular StarCraft either, because you have to build the observatory on top of the robo to actually make one.
Yeah, that was always a silly part, having to build one building for one unit that doesn't even attack.
I know, you're only going to make like one unit, maybe two throughout the course of the game as well.
Yeah, but that's why the observatory was so cheap. I think it was like below 100. 100.
Something like that, yeah.
Like 50-50, I don't remember. 40-40.
Oh man, I am looking forward to Golden playing more StarCraft 2, by the way. Like, not just in our tournament that's coming up, but like, Golden's such a fun guy to see, and he's actually getting really good. Like, when he came back from his quote-unquote like 1 month retirement or whatever that was, it was kind of well, he wasn't that impressive, but now he's like winning over StarCrafts like back to back, and when he's not winning, he's still kicking a lot of ass in the process.
He's also going to DreamHack, so maybe go to custom.
Yeah, that'd be super awesome.
Well, we do have DTs on the way right now. Did Bowser see that?
He did duck in, but... Okay, so
I mean, at this point, are you really thinking fast High Templar? Probably not. That is not his pylon. So weird.
Awkward.
Why would you even put it there? You don't have Warp Gate.
Okay, so I like that they went for the Forge on this one. The observatory and the observers are so far off, it's unrealistic to get them out in time, but a cannon in the mineral line, completely within the realm of possibility. And these 3 Dark Templar, there's still some stuff they're going to pick off for free. Actually, I take that back. Wow. ElBowser actually making all the cool moves. I always criticize people for getting some of the basic things, like, you know, doing wall-offs and whatnot, but this is actually perfect. Just buys them all the time necessary.
Yeah, actually, that cannon will finish. CTs do a lot of damage. Oh, it's gonna be close. You might have to block with these stalkers as well. Yeah, he's gonna do that. Oh, he hits the cannon. Never mind. Oh, I actually went.
The cannon's in the mineral line is finished. He's got that much going for
Yeah,
him. Blinks
he
the
can pick
stalkers.
up everything else though. He shouldn't go into the mineral line.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. I think he can make the gateways out of detection too.
Oh, is detection just shorter in Starbow? I thought he would have been able to kill those ETs for sure.
I don't know. Maybe. I've not read anything in that regard. But
This is the problem.
this is awkward. Losing the Templar Spy Council is, I don't think, the biggest deal, but he needs to get more cannons down. He's going for the observatory and he's rebuilding the Templar archives, but I mean, I really, or building a new one, I should say. I really don't think this was the focal point should be. A second cannon next to that forge might have been the answer.
Yeah, this has suddenly become super effective. As someone who scouted it, seemed to make all the right moves, it just... Yeah, it got awkward. That's what happened.
Well, trying to build more cannons, more pylons as well. Unfortunately, these Dark Templar are pretty strong. ElBowser's going for a counterattack while this goes on, by the way. I like this choice, but...
mobile detection, though. Build 1 DT.
Exactly, that is exactly what I was going to say. But even beyond that, he's actually got enough Stalkers and a Dragoon at home. Jade is perfectly suited for this.
Jade's just gonna win, I feel.
That's
he
what I
might
was
not
looking.
win like directly because he can never break the cannons, but he's done so much damage.
And he's expanded too beyond this. Okay, so the Dark Templar finally driven back, and now we got the Stalkers trying to do a bit of damage, but ElBowser's got to recognize that, wow, that's a whole expansion over him. He's wasted so much money, quote unquote, getting these like pylons destroyed that were meant to buy him time. The observatory's still not done yet. Good game is called. And